Well, welcome back from vacation, Chris. How was your vacation?
It was a lot of fun. Went to Vegas and then went to Pride Night at Universal Studios this past Friday night.
Nice. Stephanie was talking about, like, of course, last week. Whoa.
Oh.
Stephanie last week was talking about the fact that you were. She's like, oh, Chris has a very handsome man with him in Las Vegas.
Yes.
So she was very tickled with that.
We had a lot of fun.
I think she was also a little jealous.
Why?
Because you were getting some, and you know, because she is. I don't know if you were getting any. I'm not gonna say or make any accusations about that.
Yes. Oh, we had a lot of fun, and it was the first time I'd ever eaten dinner like right next to the Bellagio fountains.
Okay.
And so they went off, every 15 or 20 minutes or however often they go off, and they pipe the music in through the restaurant. It was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was like you were living in a real life episode of Hacks.
Yes.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and then Pride Night at Universal Studios, that's always I hadn't been to Universal Studios in about 15 years, and there were not a lot of lines because it's a private event.
Yeah, those are always nice. That's what we used to go to Out on the Mountain, the Magic Mountain.
That's coming up in September.
Yeah. The only problem with Out on the Mountain for me is, I think I was mentioning this to you before the show, I get motion sickness now.
Uh-huh.
This is not something that was a problem for me when I was younger, but I get motion sickness now. And the last time we went to Magic Mountain, Dylan loves roller coasters.
Sure.
He loves being on the roller coasters. I'm not so good about that.
Okay.
But,
all right.
But I'm game. And, we got there. We went on Viper and then Tatsu. Is that the one that you feel like you're flying like a superhero?
Okay, those two right in a row, they always do me in. So, yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can't go on any more rides, so I'm just going to, watch you guys go on rides and everything for a while. And then, but I wanted to go on the Batman ride because I'd never been on that one before.
Yeah. That one's kind of gentle.
It's fast.
It's gentle.
It's gentle and fun.
Yeah.
But it's fast. So when you already have like a little bit of motion sickness and you go on that one, that just kind of sinks you.
Yeah.
Or at least it did for me.
Okay. Yeah, but no, I enjoyed the week off, got plenty of sleep, so that's good.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that as much as I can next week. We're going to be going up north. We're going to spend 4th of July with Dylan's family and the nephews. And we'll be talking about that during one of our commercial breaks later on with Annie's kits, because I've got a kit to take to Emmett for him to do some woodworking up there.
Okay.
So they'll like that.
Is it like woodworking, like wood burning, like,
No, not like we had when we were kids.
Okay.
In fact, I have not even opened the package.
Set the house on fire?
No. We're going to get into toys that were dangerous when we were kids.
Sure. Yeah.
Shrinky dinks, molten lava.
Yes. That was the yes.
No, so we're gonna be I'll be up there and then swinging through Fresno and getting to see some family up there. So it'll be a nice vacation to get out and see people. And like you said,
cool.
Sleeping in.
Yes, sleeping in was I actually slept in until 7 one morning.
That's about all I can do.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Speaking, we were talking about Pride.
Yep.
New York. Did you see that they actually had a full-blown parade in New York?
They had a full-blown Pride.
I know.
In New York. Yeah.
That's crazy. We're kind of like crazy out here in LA because so Pride weekend in LA usually is the
first weekend of June.
Correct.
Yes.
And so we obviously that was still mask mandated.
Right.
So
the state wasn't open at that time yet.
Right. But we also, it was funny, we went out and walked the boulevard just to, see what was going on that weekend, because it seemed like there was stuff going on.
There was some stuff going on, like little marches here and there,
like
and
little pop-up events. I don't know what was going on, but out at, for people who don't live in LA, San Vicente and Santa Monica is kind of like ground zero for West Hollywood, and there was lesbians parked their cars and blocked traffic, and they were having a dance party in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
that
sanctioned.
was before the mask mandate was lifted.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it was a sanctioned event, but hey, it was happening.
Right.
And then that weekend after the mask came off, there were parties.
There were like pool party, like official pool parties at like the W Hotel, and like a big party at the Globe Theater downtown. So like promoter parties
Yeah.
went on the weekend after the mask mandate was lifted. And then this past weekend, Dykes on Bikes made an appearance on
Yes.
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Which we weren't out there for it, but we were at home and we could hear them.
Yeah.
Because we live a block from Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah, so we've kind of had a Pride Month here.
Yeah. We have this in the Senate, in the Senate and the House, Republicans don't want to look at what happened on January 6th.
Right.
We need to remember these things.
Yeah.
We need to look back at these things so we can, fix the problems. So we can look at, we can understand what happened and where the mistakes were made. And
at least Pelosi is powering ahead with it.
I know. I was really pushing.
I expected her to, so I wasn't all that. I wasn't rending my garments and gnashing my teeth about the entire Senate not doing it. I knew it would get
done.
I knew it would get done. By responsible people.
And I don't know why the Republicans had a chance to be a part of this, and they're going to complain that it was unfair, it's biased, and whatnot. And Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to be on the committee. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Cue Betty.
Yeah.
No, we've got to keep an eye on all these things, and it's whether it's acknowledging the big lie, or whether we're acknowledging the failures that happened on the 6th. We can't forget. We've got to remember these things, and it goes into critical race theory, and teaching kids, and they're like, oh, we don't want to teach them about slavery. Then you can't. Well, Ted Cruz has a new bill where he wants, part of his critical race theory bill, you wouldn't be able to teach the 14th and 15th and I believe it's the 16th amendments to the Constitution,
Right.
based on his law.
Yeah, it's insane.
How are you going to do that?
And also, critical race theory is not being taught in elementary or high schools.
No,
it's not.
History is being taught in schools.
Exactly.
And history,
critical race. Well, the subject of critical race theory is incredibly advanced. You're not going to teach it to elementary school students. You're going to teach history.
Yeah.
And slavery is included in history, but you're not going to teach theory to elementary school students.
And the problem is they don't want their fifis hurt.
Right.
Because it might make a kid feel bad if he finds out that there was slavery. No. The kid is going to find out about it, and he's going to know that it was bad and it was wrong. And it's something that needed to be fixed, and we need to get rid of. And we don't want to go back there. We need to learn, again, like Biden said, we need to remember. We need to learn from our mistakes.
Yep.
That's what good people do.
Exactly.
And then also, I wanted, since we were talking about the Pulse Nightclub and everything, have you been following the story about Seaside in Florida?
Oh, yeah. That's all I've been following, actually.
Yeah.
It is so horrific.
I hope it's frustrating because I can't imagine being someone waiting for a loved one there, and I hope that they're saying that the chances are getting slim now for finding survivors, and I hope that people did not suffer in this. I hope whatever happened was quick and it was over in a short period of time for people, because I don't. That's got to be awful if you were trapped down there. And
that one man who was on the phone with his wife, who said that the pool had just collapsed, and then she said the building is shaking, and then the phone went dead. I feel so awful for that man.
Being on the phone with him.
Being on the phone with his wife as his wife probably
perished.
Yeah.
And we're getting, there are some preliminary reports that there was a building inspection that was done in 2018 where they found some faults around the pool deck, which is what the lady said, where the pool caved in. And, we're learning more about that right now. It seems like there was a problem that needed to be addressed, and it wasn't being addressed by the condo association. The homeowners association is supposed to take on those things, but it was a $9 million repair. How are these things reported?
You're a member of a condo association.
Yes.
And so I remember you had this issue with your roof.
Yeah, a few years ago, we've had several things at my condo association down in San Diego, including pipes bursting in one unit.
Okay.
And then we had to redo the roof, and then we had to tent and fumigate, actually, for termites.
Okay.
And this is a building that was built in 1984 in San Diego.
Okay.
And it's a 5-unit.
So it's like 3 years after the one in Seaside.
Yeah, but also it's my place in San. You see my place in San.
It's a two-story building.
It's a two-story building.
Right.
mean, do we even need to do a commercial for the Steph store? I mean, the shirts are flying off the right. Look at this. Look at it. Get your face
Look
up
at that.
there. Get your face up there. Look. We have them for Team Pfizer, Team J&J. We are all Team Vaccine here. We have amazing.
That's right.
And you can get it on everything. Right, Chris? Not just shirts.
Bath mats, shower curtains. You can get it on art, a clock. You can get
Duvet.
a selfie bomb on a clock.
We have Stephanie Miller swag. We have Sexy Liberal swag. And, of course, all the vaccine shirts. Get it now. StephanieMiller.com. Whee!